Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Salt Lake City, Utah, and we've got the beautiful Toliss A321 today. Going to be ripping this thing on down to San Diego, California today. Always a fun approach in San Diego, and should be an absolutely gorgeous departure out of here. We have, of course, got X-Plane map enhancement running. And it's looking super smooth, super juicy here. Look at those mountains here in Salt Lake City. Look at those mountains over there. Holy smokes, guys. Looking absolutely phenomenal here in Salt Lake with the X-Plane map enhancement running. With all that being said, guys, we're going to jump inside and get this puppy rolling. This is how the plane loaded up for us, so we are, it is a little bit... has a little bit of power. I think so we're just on ground power, I do believe. We're going to start the Delta virtual flight today. Relatively quick flight heading down to Salt Lake, or heading down to San Diego today. And we're going to just kind of quickly get some of these things set up. Wanted to switch it up a little bit today too and fly the Toliss as opposed to, we've been doing a lot of or not strobe, I'm sorry. We've been doing a lot of the flight factor. There it is. So I just wanted to hop in something a little bit different today, and I wanted to do some Delta virtual stuff as well. So we are going to be on the network, and we are going to be ripping the, like I said, the Toliss 321. We're not done with the flight factors yet. I do still have some plans for the flight factor 7.5 in particular, and I think that'll be fun. So nice thing is about the Toliss here, it automatically pulls from your Simbri flight plan 340, align the IRS. Look at that. All that is automatically loaded in, which is great. Let's see. Out of Salt Lake, we didn't even get a... Oh, wait, I didn't pre-file on VATSIM. That's why. I was like, we didn't get a squawk code or anything. I don't know if there's any ATC online or not here. I don't think there is, but I could definitely be wrong. Figured that out. Let's take a look. Delta 1252 had, oh geez, that scared the crap out of me. No ATC 7655 on the squawk. It wants us departing 16 left. Let's see if we like that, if that makes any sense. Does this Zion's one, is it only off 16 left? 16 left or 16 right. It is a long way. What's the weather doing here? 040 at 3. That would really lead me to believe we'd be taking off to the north. I see somebody heading down that way though. We'll head down that way. We'll play ball, I guess. 16. I'd rather go 16 right though. So we're gonna do 16 right today on the Zions with the EHK transition. Going into San Diego, runway 27. I think they've got an RNAV going in there. We can do that maybe. RNAV Zulu or an RNAV Yankee. Let's see, RNAV Zulu. Or the RNAV Yankee. Let's do the Yankee. Flying alone today, committed to virtual flight diaries down in South America. Oh, very fun, very fun. No worries, man. That'll be a fun one. Dude, I wanted to do a South America trip too. I wanted to do the 7.5. I've been trying to get to Bogota. I really want to try to do Bogota in the 7.5. So we'll maybe if he has more plans to do that. Okay, thank you, Limp. No worries. The lucky one from Level. And the via for the approach is Lindy. There we go. That's all that. Radnav, we don't need it. Prague, we're going to San Diego. We could throw that in there just for funsies. Perf, we'll get to that. Fuel, we'll get to that. Copy the active flight plan. Okay. So now this is where we need, okay, it did that. This is where we need the ISCS menu. for this stuff here. All right, let's see. So we got 220 packs. Is that right? 220. Yep. Full on the packs. Fuel, we need 17, 18. Let's see. What do we need? 18.1 on the fuel. We're in kgs. I don't know why. I thought. Okay, my bad. There we go. 18.1 on the fuel. Let's see. How much do we have currently? 18.1. All right, sounds good. 220 on the packs. Zero fuel at 159. Looks good. All right, so it looks like we're all ready to rock and roll. Flaps. 1F. Yeah, we'll just do flaps 1. So we can come down here then. Okay. Alright, might be easier to do this. So perf, we're doing 155 high speeds. 156 and 158 on the speeds out of here. Flaps 1. Looks like we're flexing 30. And what is it? Up 0.1. Brother, there we go. Up 0.1. That all looks good. So we'll just go over here. We'll do perf on this side. Init ref. This is all looking good. Yeah, guys. I think we're just about ready to get pushing here. Let's go ahead and turn. Oh, my bad. Let's turn on the APU. Maybe. There we go. Get the seatbelt sign on, and what does the SID say? Let's get these lights turned down. The Xion's top altitude on the SID's 230. Wow, that goes really fast. 23 set. We can get him pushing.
Please show me where you want to go.
We'll go this way, I guess, because we're going. Yeah, face west. Something like that.
Grounded cockpit. Tow is driving up.
I don't think I have any sound packs for this, so whatever sounds you hear is just stock, I do believe. Do I have to remove the chocks myself? Ground services. Oh yeah, okay, I'll probably have to do all that here in just a second. So we got the APU avail. APU bleed is on. External power.
Some doors are still opened, or the GPU or the ASU are still connected.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for all of them closed and disconnected, then I will proceed.
Alright, open the ISCS ground services. External power go away, air go away, all that stuff go away.
Ready to connect.
And just like that, we are ready to push. Make sure there's nobody in the immediate area. Make a quick call. There's some traffic up here in Denver. Or in Salt Lake. So one of those guys is going to Denver. We're at gate Bravo 20. We'll be pushing back.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, well, I guess we gotta release the parking brake anyway. Brake is off. You're cleared to push.
Pushback, and you may start engines.
Map not available. That's a little concerning. Let's turn number 1. I did See how that goes. So why is he stopping? There's going to be a video coming out soon about X-Plane map enhancement. I just filmed it here in Salt Lake City before we started this flight up, so that should be coming soon. Oh wait, how about we do the squawk code 7655 on, and we'll go to TARA is fine. Did we get a good start on number 1? Looks like we did. Looks like IRS is aligning here in 0 minutes, so hopefully that comes soon.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Brake is set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
There's our map. Glad we didn't mess that up. It has been a minute since I've done a successful flight in the Toliss. So I am really looking forward to this. I say that because I had my sim was crashing because of XPU IPC. I was doing one at the time, and then it ended up crashing. And like I said, guys, long story short, it's been a minute since I've done a full flight in the Toliss. So I'm super excited to be ripping the Toliss here in X-Plane once again.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Scan signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Alright, we'll keep an eye out for the hand signal on the right. There's the tug. Did she actually get out and wave? Oh, yep, there he is. There's a wave. Alright, flaps 1. We'll run through a quick after start. And flight controls. Let's just see this out here. I guess, no, that's what I wanted. Alright. Looks good, gang. Let's get rolling. What are we going to take? I'll just say what's taking a taxi on Alpha. Salt Lake traffic Delta 1252. Oh wait, I don't know what the frequency is here actually. What that was. Alright. Anyway. Oh, I'm deviating from my line. Salt Lake, here we are. I just want to see what frequency these guys are on. Oh, here's one of these guys is, Kieran! Kieran. I don't know, what frequency are you on, Kieran? This guy's on 18.3, you're on 2485, we'll get on 18.3, guy's on 1905. Maybe it's just a runway specific thing. We're going to 16 left. I'm gonna do 2377. I'm just gonna do that. We'll just call it 2377. Salt Lake traffic Delta 1252 taxi runway 16 right on Alpha. No worries. I love you, Kieran. I love how I'm always just like, oh, who's this friend that I have flying, and it's always you. It's every single time. You're up there with the limp level of lurking and stuff, bro. You're so funny with that. I don't even wait. Did I say 16? Okay, 2377 is good. All right, and we'll make the right on Alpha. That's the other thing too about X-Plane. We talk about this a lot, but the default airports are so much better too. Salt Lake is an absolute disaster in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it looks, you know, I mean, it's decent here, right? It might not be like perfect, but it's decent. 23 on the meter. And we're heading all the way down Alpha. Should have some absolutely gorgeous scenery coming out of here today. You're up there with like Mike and Limp with the lurking, but in a good way. It's funny. I think I'd rather this be outside the window, so we'll do the same thing over here. This guy going up the east side. Doesn't say what frequency they're on. But yeah, we do have, I have some plans with the 7.5 for the rest of this week, so looking forward to that. We're definitely going to get back in that. Like I said to Limp earlier, I definitely want to try to get some South America stuff going too. I'd love to rip a little bit of like Bogota. I think that'd be pretty awesome. Hour and 27 minutes of airtime on our way to San Diego, cruising to 34,000 feet. 578 miles. Like I said, I don't really think there's any ATC in our way. Put 22.8 in the standby. Whoop. Southwest guys should beat us out. Alright, let's give them the ding dong, and we're gonna start trying to get some lights on if I can. There we go. Oh boy, alright. The lights are on. We're ready to rock and roll out of here, drunk driver. So like traffic Delta 1252, taking runway 16 right for departure on the Zion 1, Salt Lake. Alright gentlemen, let's get some togas in the chat and let's get out of here. You need to do a Southwest virtual in X-Plane as well. Spool them up. Toga. Alright. Sounds are interesting. Jeez, dude. I feel like I'm in Tokyo Drift. 380 knots. Rotate a little bit. I thought the speeds were a little high. I thought V1 rotate. Goodness, that was a long takeoff roll. Holy. There we go. Positive right gears coming up. Why is it at 160 miles? Is it radar vector departure? Oh, it is? Okay. Climb thrust. Start lower in the nose. We'll get direct to something else here. Hopto. Southwest guy might be kind of crossing right in front of me here. I don't know. Looking good, blasting out of Salt Lake, I tell you what. I always love this angle from X-Plane as well. It's a little behind. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we're on a GA ramp. That's pretty funny. That's sick. Alright, we'll climb up to that flap speed eventually. Holy. Where's that guy going? That one guy was going to, the guy in front of us I think is going to Denver. Or Long Beach? Oh boy, so he's probably heading more or less the same way we are. Flaps up! I'll get the autopilot on. It's kind of going annoyingly slow. Up to oh my bad. Up to 34. Here we go. All these altitudes are at or aboves, so not worried about anything there. Oh, you're down 1252. Select traffic down 1252, departing pattern to the southwest, call something. Over to Unicom. Through 10. Let them know we're through 10. And we're off, just like that. Like I said, guys, X-Plane map enhancement continues to amaze. It's looking real good. Go say hi to Virtual Flight Diaries. Virtual Flight Diaries recently hit 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't, jump over there, give them a like and a sub. Make sure you say congrats. It's a big milestone. One that we're not all that far away from ourselves, so definitely remember. Oh, we can disarm those. And here we got our lights off and everything already, so we're chilling. Are we still like hawking this guy down, or did he log off? Looks like oh no, he's out there. He's doing 387 over the ground. Now we're only in 350s. He's building some separation. That's good. All is well. All is well. Oh. Flight attendants are yapping. Can't even hear him. This plane is really loud, I feel like. If you guys have any audio issues, let me know. Should be on run. Tell you what though, that's a good looking. That looks really good, guys. I don't know. Oh, other way. That looks really good. I just saw him turn his IRSs off. What's happening? I don't have his audio on. Listen, we took forever we were really struggling yesterday, so I feel it. Is Ram like the rat? I bet it's a keybind or something. I don't even know where is the rat in here. I don't even know. Like, is there a manual rat extension in the Airbus? That's the manual gear extension. Oh, that sucks. See what other good camera views we got in here. This slow-mo flyby. That's kind of cool. Scenes from Area 51. Where is the bird? There she is. Oh, here you go. Here you go. 5, 6. Ooh. Having a little too much fun. Climbing like a dog, only doing 280 knots too. We're not exactly setting the sky on fire here. Looks like Phoenix Approach got online. We're gonna have a very special flight coming up in the 7.5 that I'm working on, consulting with the 7.5 expert, or well, the X-plane expert and the expert of this particular type of flying that we're going to be doing. Alrighty. Dang. I mean, that is looking good, guys. Come on, man. I mean, X-Plane always looks a little goofy. I don't know. They just need to figure out a way to get this native. Like, it can't be that hard. I mean, Microsoft figured it out. I mean, again, I'm not a pro at any of this. I don't claim to be, but I mean, come on. Microsoft is doing it. And then the other thing they need to figure out, too, is just, like, textures in general. Like, in here, like, all this is usually... The Toliss doesn't look too bad. Maybe it's a developer thing. But, like, I feel like the Flight Factor ones are pretty rough looking. Like, look, that looks so good. Dang, he's ripping right over top of us here. Let me see. That was Delta 2074, a 737 at 34,000 feet, going to San Francisco. I see Kieran's up. He's on his way to San Diego. Yeah, X-Plane just needs to clean it up around the edges, and it's gonna be all right. Like I said, this is really looking good. I'm really happy with this. And figuring out the crash, the reason for the crash being XPU IPC, which is crazy. I never would have thought that. But also XPU IPC, I don't even know what it's good for. I feel like it doesn't. I thought XPU IPC linked, like when I found out that that was my crash, or the reason for my crash, I was like, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to fly on any of these virtual airlines, because I thought XPU IPC linked the sim to like their clients, but it doesn't. It literally just I don't even know. I don't know what it does, and it was causing my X-Plane to crash all the time. So thankful that we figured that out. Thankful that we got X-Plane working again, because I've wanted to fly X-Plane a lot recently and just haven't been able to. So hopefully now we have X-Plane in a little bit more of a stable spot, and we've got the ground looking great, which is amazing, and everything's just going really well with X-Plane right now. So super happy with that. Our verse of the day today I actually just read recently. I'm currently working through the book of Psalms, and I think this morning I was on Psalm 103. So this being Psalm 100 means that I couldn't have read it all that long ago. And it says Psalm 100 verse 5, I should say. For the Lord is good, and his love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations. Amen to that. His faithfulness endures. He is good. I think words like that and the way he works is so foreign to us. Like, we can't even wrap our mind around his faithfulness. Like, think about, again, this was written in the Old Testament. Most of these written by David. Think about how awful even David was. I was going to go with the Israelites. Think about how bad the Israelites were. God basically punished them for 40 years, but he was still faithful to them. After all of that, after all the crazy stuff they did, he was still faithful to them, even after those 40 years. And then even David too. David goes down as one of the heroes of the faith, a man after God's own heart, and you know, he had an adultery and got the girl's husband killed. You know, but that's a man after God's own heart. His faithfulness and his love is just something that we can't even possibly imagine, something that we can't even wrap our heads around. And praise him for that. Thank God that he's better than we are, because we'd be in trouble otherwise. And it continues through all generations. It's just forever. You know, one of the other verses I read recently, it said that our lives are like dust. Our lives are flowers that wither. And so to him, you know, his love continuing through all generations means that even when our quick life ends, his love is still going to endure. So that's really about it. Coming up on this cloud layer here. Hopefully we'll be above it. No, we're not going to be above it. We're almost at our cruising altitude, actually, which is nice. 34,000 feet. We'll get the seatbelt signs off so you guys can roam about the cabin. I like this side better. It's a little green on that side. Drop any kind of route suggestions or things you want to see next in the comments or whatever. DM me. Always taking suggestions here. We broke our Delta Virtual streak. We were doing a lot of flying over in Singapore, but I wanted to fly on Delta Virtual and I wanted to do it here domestically. So, and I didn't want to have to do a 14-hour long haul back to LA or Seattle. So here we are. Let's see what we're going to cruise at as well. Preferably something a little quick. Oh, I probably should have changed the cost index, huh? What? Alright, whatever. I'll take the speed boost. Is this a good cruising altitude for us? Optim's 32. I guess we should have could have stopped, but it is what it is. Not too shabby, gang. Not too shabby. I said this is looking. I mean, that looks insane. I think that looks really freaking good. Maybe what day is tomorrow? So, maybe tomorrow we can do some stuff into Bogota. It's just going to be it's such a long flight. Let's see, what do we have here? Make this anything. I'd like to eventually get back in the 220 as well. I think that would be fun. Do the slow-mo flyby again. It's kind of cool. Right. Alright guys, give me just a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Enjoy the beautiful views here for now. All right, gentlemen. Have returned. Let's check our status. Make sure we haven't gotten pinged. Oh. Lufthansa guys coming our way. A 350. Be a couple thousand feet above. No ATC still. Top of descents in less than 200 miles. How far are we from the field? Just over 270 miles out. We can start getting ready a little bit. Might as well. We've got time. San Diego weather 300 at 6. I always hate the way that Airbus does this because it's backwards from the way you read the weather. Temperature 27, altimeter 297. And we're going to be doing the RNAV Yankee to runway 27 today, which means the minimums are going to be 680. Call it 730. For the mins today. Can we do flaps 3? 9,400 foot runway. Let's do flaps 3. And that all looks good, guys. I think we are pretty much ready to go when the time comes here. It's probably that Lufthansa flight we're looking out for. Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks. Good call. I definitely would have forgot that. It's a long one. just a little bit east of Vegas. Area 51 somewhere. Oh, so that's... Okay, wait, hang on. That is the Grand Canyon. Which looks much better. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember this. Maybe I just did this, but I flew over the Grand Canyon once, either in this, an X-Plane 12 or X-Plane 11. Definitely an X-Plane 11 at one point. And it looked terrible. So this is much better looking. There's a guy in front of us heading down to San Diego. Or he just left from... He left from Vegas. He's heading down to San Diego. So that probably have to contest with him a little bit. That would be pretty cool. I do not have the Neo, Kieran. I could look and see how much it costs, but wasn't it like $100 or something like that? I was not interested in that. What's the KOSP? Let's see, let me look at what's it called? Airbus. So the 320 Neo is $90. Well, the 321 Neo add-on is only $30. That's actually interesting. I didn't realize you could just add on like that. I'd be down to get something like that. I feel like I need a sound pack or something though. I just can't get over how good everything looks from this view, like off the nose. Like I feel like everything looks so good out there. Falling in love again with Neos. I feel like you're always flying a 7.3. Where is this at? This might be Area 51. Wait, where's our plane? It's probably right there. I don't know why. I do think this is a cool feature. I do think it's a cool feature. Listening to the Neos and the 220s made me fall back in love with Airbus. 80 miles till top of descent. Again, I don't believe we have any air traffic. Oh, we have San Diego ground is online, 23.9. I can listen to VATSIM. Interesting. My thing is, wait, let me see with San Diego. Does it say the CTAF frequency anywhere? Just San Diego in general. Let's see. Get rid of the ground guy here. ATC. Info. It does. CTAF's 18.3. Okay, so it actually has it on VATSIM if you look at it. So CTAF is 18.3 as we get a little bit closer here. And I'm probably just going to do... How do you even do this again? Oh, yeah, you go here, you do this, you fix info. SAN. I'll just do like 30 miles. I guess I'll do one more at 10. That's about it. Bottom altitude on the star, Let's see, we're doing the Lucky One arrival. Are we coming in from Hogs? Is that right? Yeah. Level. Oh, there it is. Bottom altitude on the Star is 6,000 at Lucky. And then Lindy going in for the approach. Let's see if this... Yeah, it does tie right in. Okay, nice. So we'll set 6,000 for now. And then go from there. We just do medium auto brakes is fine. We do a flat mode, I guess, now. Might as well. Alright, Mr. Limp, he said, I finally made it to cruise, checking back in, what's going on? Nothing much, we're about to start our top of descent here. I need to pull it up with this page. Alright, 38 miles to go until then. That's about it. How's it going with you guys? I'm still just loving the scenery here. Is that a, excuse me. Couldn't tell if that was a plane or a road cutting through the highway, or cutting through the mountains. You like the departure out of there? How long is the flight? That's not too bad. I think this might be the guy that's going to San Diego also. I think it is. Yeah, it definitely is. Amen, Mr. Limp. The Lord is good. The Lord is good. His love endures forever. Yeah, we did miss that. Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about how faithful he is, even to the Israelites, and you know, back whenever they said, you know, they were in the desert being punished for 40 years. God is still faithful to them, still faithful to David, saying that he's a man after God's own heart, even though David, you know, literally committed adultery and killed the girl's husband, and he's considered to be, you know, like I said, somebody after God's own heart. So. Yeah, it's thank God he's God, right? We'd be in trouble otherwise. That's a good thing I learned how to read a long time ago. Brother. Limp, what do you think about like a I want to do a flight from Miami to South America. I've been considering doing that in the 7.5 for the last, you know, couple days. Today would have been the day to do it. Honest to goodness, sitting around doing nothing today. What do you think about it's like a 4-hour flight? Just in general, not necessarily saying that you have to do that too or anything, but I don't know. I feel like those flights always do all right in terms of viewership and everything. I feel like people like them usually, but it's just a long time to be a slave to the computer. Oh, you know me. You know I don't know the answer to that question. I guess it would be Central. No, it would be South America. Right? Maybe South America. Okay. I was thinking of keto. Now listen, we gotta be talking about free airports for X-Plane here is the thing too. All right, that's good. Start our descent. Sit down. Looks like they've actually got a pretty good keto airport. because this guy's gonna be a problem. I can already tell. Prick. Hey, I don't care. I'm enjoying X-Plane. Cuss all you want. I like it. Alright. What's our speed difference? Alright. Sounds good. 414 knots. We're in 424 knots. How much? I can't see him on here yet. Let me look at the. Let me change this to below. We've only probably got 5 miles of separation. I mean, for now that's fine, but we just want to make sure that doesn't get too much closer together than that. In fact, if he gets inside 5 miles, I'm probably gonna slow down. But yeah, I don't even know. They did all the way from there, but. Right now, 77 and 281 in the transition, which we've already transitioned, so it's only doing 280, but that's about right. I mean, the Embraer, usually we're matching our cruise speed, depending on what that is, so same thing. I mean, max is 0.82 in the Embraer, so you know, typically we're like 7.8, 7.9. If we're trying to go fast, 0.8, something like that, and then in the descent, kind of same thing. But maybe like, you know, we'd probably, if you're trying to go fast, you'd probably do like, you know, 7.9 or, you know, 8.0 and then like 310 in the transition instead of 280. Restriction on the lucky one, let me see, I don't know. Yeah, 270 at Trixie looks like. Look at that though, limp. Doesn't that look good? Doesn't that look good? Huh? Unbelievable. My speed in the transition is 280. Oh, you just mean to stay behind him? I mean, he's actually gaining on us, or gaining separation somehow. He's a little. He was like right at that 5 mile line. Now he's probably at like, I don't know, 5.5. Looks great. What is that airport right there? Get out of here. TRN, Palm Springs, Jacqueline Cochran Regional, right here. TRM, or Palm Springs, Bermuda Dunes, CUD Airport. Which one? No, it's probably down a little more. That is, yeah, you're like the only restriction on the lucky one. I'm like, geez, how often does this guy fly into San Diego? Goodness. It's already doing like 270 anyway. It's going slow. Let's see, I'll go up on this freak for now. What's he up on? He's up on 18.3, so just kind of wait and listen for him. Okay, we got 40 miles to go till we're 30 miles out, so like I said, just want to keep an eye on him and keep an eye on all that stuff. Ideally, he doesn't slow down at Trixie, but he probably will. Look at that. I mean, come on. That's pretty. That's pretty. Oh. Coordinate our stream. Listen, he should fly to Quito one of these days, and we should all do a group flight. Ente, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. What is that? Where's that Chinese logo you put in there? It would be real fun. Yeah, we're getting, spacing is looking good. Ente, look how good X-Plane looks. Are you seeing this? This is unreal. We're coming through 18. I heard somebody, oh yeah, we are, look at that. Weather in San Diego. That's him, ATIS, okay, it's gone. 299 or 7. Thought this was real life. Streaming quality up there is awesome. Yes, crazy. If only just the image was a little sharper, a little higher resolution. Like, I just feel like this, like, I don't know, you can still just tell, like, the leading edge is a little, like, pixelated and stuff. Like, I don't know. Yeah, terrain's looking real good. Look at that. That's the window. Look good how my Toyota Corolla looks. This terrain looks way better than your Toyota Corolla, alright? He's almost at Trixie. He's gonna start slowing down soon. We're almost at Trixie too. I could pull this back to 270 now. That might help a little bit. A little bit of speed break. Yeah, so you're saying you don't even have X-Plane. This guy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, I gotta flip this. It's Bravo. Reverse. I gotta make this a new save new profile. This is gonna be the bus. Okay, done. Yeah, put it back. There we go. Toyota Corolla is your metaphor for X-Plane. It's like a Prius. Alright. Good luck, have fun. Thanks for stopping by. God bless. You know, while we're doing this, let's do... No, wait. Where's it? Here we go. Let's give out some memberships. There's 5 gifted memberships coming at you. Let's see who's getting them. Joseph, Sammy, Legendario, Dwayne Thomas, and Chris Lissette. Welcome to the membership gang. They got built up some distance there, some spacing. I'm happy with that. Kieran's like, one of these days, bro. Kieran, you're hauling. You're doing 450 knots, 460. You're gonna catch up with us soon. Oh, look at that. And we're south, of course. Are you in Southwest Virtual?
Limburg traffic, Delta 2234, taxiing runway 275 Bravo, Limburg traffic.
Yeah, so that ground guy must have got off. This Frontier guy still hasn't made a call. Typical Frontier. Alright, coming through 10. Whatever. Actually, there you go. Not flying with them. I was rushing to keep up with you. Fair enough. I appreciate you as always flying along. It's always fun. What highway is this? What are we? Delta 1252. Limburg traffic, Delta 1252. We're about 30 to the northeast inbound on the Lucky 1, RNAV Yankee, the 27, Limburg. Oh yeah, how about 250? Whoops. That full speed breakout. Delta Virtual is not gonna like that. They don't even like whenever you're doing like 251 knots. So we'll do 245. I don't think there's any more restrictions. Yeah, we'll set 2,000 for now. 40 approach. And Lindy is coming up. It wants us at 210 knots, so we'll start pulling the speed back again here. Geez, that... Oh my gosh. Like, we need a speed brake, but it's not letting me get much out. If I go flaps 1 right now, like, I probably won't overspeed it. Okay, there we go. Flaps 1. Alright, well, we'll arm the approach speeds if it hasn't already. It looks like it did. There's the vertical deviation brick. Lindy's going to be at 210 knots.
Limit traffic. Front jet flight 1325 10 miles to 7.
Dang, look at that.
Limburg traffic, Delta 2234, taking off runway 27, Limburg traffic.
We can start pulling it back to like 180. I could see this becoming a bit of a cluster. And we can go to flaps 2. Limburg traffic, Delta 1252, 10 to the southeast, inbound on the RNAV Yankee, runway 27, Limburg. Alright, gang. We're almost there.
Limburg traffic, front jet flight 1325 5 miles to 7.
Speed brake just a little bit to help out. It's about 5 miles, that's fine. Typically, you want to keep them at about 2.5 is what you
Limburg
want.
traffic, Delta 2234, clear runway 27, last call Limburg.
I feel like, like I said, as you get lower with XPME, that's when it gets worse. Like, that doesn't look great, for sure. But this point, flight's almost over anyway, I guess. Alright, let's just make sure it doesn't stop here. So we're leveling off at 27. And we should kind of keep coming through that. Rebo's about a 5-mile final. Yeah, see, now we should be trying to come through that. Should I do approach mode? Oh boy. Alright, let's get the gear down. We're getting high now. Give the speed, flaps 3. Got the auto brakes, got the lights. Let's get some landing rates in the chat, gentlemen. Here we go. Like I said, can already tell we're getting high. Like I said, let's get some landing rates in the chat. see what we got. Got configured a little bit early, but like I said, it's a 3.5 degree descent angle too, so it is a little bit of a steeper approach. But with the way that was going, best to just get the gear down, configure early, and get those flaps out. Beautiful San Diego off the left side. 210.
Traffic.
Fair guess. What do you say?
1,000.
Denver traffic Delta 1252, short final runway 27, San Diego. I don't know what he said, I don't know where he's at. Looking good now, 353 Limp says. Thanks, prick. Thought you left.
100 above.
Oh jeez, that guy was so loud.
500.
Minimum.
High sync rate. Got a
400.
3.5 degree glide slope. What do you want me to do?
Traffic Delta 1177, push back from stand 3 at Windbridge.
2 red, 2 white. We're looking good. I'm not worried about glide slope deviation.
Retard. 10. 5.
Alright. Sounded alright. Oh, baby. $80 knots, I got the brakes. Alright, ideally it doesn't disconnect. Jeez. Alright, we're back. Delta Virtual is not going to like how long that was. I actually don't know. Where does Delta even park here, Limp? Mr. San Diego expert. I guess somewhere in here. I'll just park on this corner gate. San Diego traffic Delta 1252, clear of all runways, taxi back to the ramp. On Bravo, last call, San Diego. Alright, we'll get these off, those go to taxi, this starts coming on, wing lights coming off. Try to get actually off the runway here. Yeah, we're just gonna park right next to Shoe United.
Attention all aircraft. San Diego International Information Alpha Current. Altimeter 2992.
What's that guy doing down there? Is he watching his replay or something? There's no way that guy didn't land, unless he went around. He was in front of me. Where's, oh shoot, it's like a diagonal line. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Jeez, that nose gear swings all the way around, holy. We were just killing time for the APU anyway. Looks like the docking system is up.
Delta 1177 is spot 4, going to be taxiing to San Diego Bravo Windbridge.
Alright, stop it there. Set the parking brake. The APU is up. We'll go ahead and hit that. Get that taxi light all the way off. Engines are coming down. And the seatbelt sign's coming off. Beacon's coming off. Just like that, guys. About an hour and a half flight on the way down to San Diego.
Final 27 Windbird.
Welcome home. Get off VATSIM. And we'll finish the Delta virtual flight. Let's see what our score was. We'll check out, let's see what VATSIM had in store for us here. Statistics. Finish it. 234. Kieran, you were close. 210. Alright, alright. Not too shabby, gentlemen. Let's see what we got with Delta virtual here. PyRep. 90 out of 94. We'll take that. It was a long landing. They had me at 205, so even closer to Kieran's guess. And they didn't, I don't think, had me busting the speed. Let's see it whenever I send it if it gets rejected or not. But I don't think they had me busting on the speed. Nice. Alright. Let's go to our fancy dancy X-plane replay mode. This has been our other favorite thing to do recently here. Looking good coming over the city. Yeah, this is still where X-plane is very weak. It does not look great on the ground right there. Kieran's coming in for his landing right now, it looks like, as well. Not too bad. Little chop and drop, had to cut the power. Not too bad, a little smoky. Let's see if I can catch the smoke. See if we can get a couple good screenshots here. Oh. There's some starting to smoke right there. So let's see if we can get any decent screenshots of this for our lovely thumbnails. Actually, let me do this one. I feel like this one's a little better with this stuff. More freeing. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Thing is, I have to get rid of this. How they're leaving you only able to control via your, which I don't know what they are. So once you get rid of that, you're kind of cooked, and we're kind of locked into whatever, whatever frame we froze it on. So it is what it is. So I like the smoke. I think that's cool. Yeah, not too shabby, fellas. All right, we'll call it there. We'll go back to the gate. And we got her all shut down here, I do believe. all it's left to do is say goodbye. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. Kieran, it was great having you fly along. Limp, good having you fly, or chatting, even though we couldn't get you committed to flying. It's all right. We forgive you anyway. But once again, thank you guys all for joining in, man. Keep your eyes on the Discord for some stuff coming up this week. Like I said, we want to do a couple of special flights with the 7.5. That'll be fun. So, yeah, just like I said, keep your eyes peeled. And, yeah, we should catch you guys on the next one. See you.